And welcome back, YouTube. I get my butt turned around. So that actually worked out really well. I was at the 99-cent only store, found a handful of things I needed. Most specifically one of these handy dandy sun visors for 99 cents. It's getting tired of parking in Phoenix and getting back in my car to have it feel like an absolute oven inside. So, I used to have some of the little round ones that kind of compressed down into two little circles. I don't know what the heck happened to those. I haven't seen them in a while. Anyway, that was a buck. Can't beat that with a stick. So, anyway, I got in and I kind of reminded me that I've been so frustrated because this phone is out of data, my iPhone. And I remember that I got the Obama phone with me, and it's got unlimited. Unlimited doesn't mean unlimited, but it's some kind of unlimited-ish data. At any rate, I haven't used it much. It's nowhere near being tapped for its data. And did a search to find out that I was literally right next to a Fargo branch that would not have seen driving. So, yay, mission accomplished. Both missions accomplished. Anyway, while I was sitting there at the bank, I checked Trey's schedule, and I've never gone to his show on a Saturday. And I've got an image that has his schedule on it from where it's written on the side on the mirror. It's written in some kind of marker on the mirror behind the bar at Roosters, and he does early evening karaoke on Saturday. I had totally forgot about that. So he started at 3 p.m. It's 5:20 right now. So I'm 2 hours into his show right now. So, gosh, had I realized that, I headed his way a couple hours ago. But anyway. Oh, come on, dude, turn right on red. You can do it. Oh, God, I hate drivers that need 2 clear lanes of traffic to make a right on red. It really only takes one. That's the only one you're supposed to be turning into. Come on, people. All right, so I was on McKellips. Just hung a right, and I'm going south on Gilbert, I believe. And now I'm wondering why the heck I did that, because I probably would have been better off to keep going straight on McKellips, because his show is just east of Val Vista. And I believe Val Vista is 2 miles east of here. Then again, I keep trying to show, I keep saying I'm going to make a video of the route that the old US 60 takes through Phoenix before it got rerouted onto a freeway, the freeway that used to be the 360. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I don't know when I'm going to find the time to do that. Excuse me. But I guess now's a nice chance to get a couple miles of that footage. Yeah, I'll just take this on south to Main Street and hang a left on Main. Main is part of what used to be the old US 60. So we'll have to drive a little bit of that. I believe Gilbert is where the light rail ends right now. It used to end at Mesa Drive, but City of Mesa extended it. Not a lot, but 2 miles is 2 miles. Every little bit helps, especially for those that don't have a vehicle. Anyway, speaking of road-related videos, I don't think it's getting a lot of views, but I really enjoyed that one where I was tracking, driving the little stretches of Randolph road and mentioning what little bit I knew about it. And I kind of did a deep dive from home where I was on my Wi-Fi and could use the satellite view of Google Maps just to see how many places that there's still bits and pieces of that road that exist. And while the two stretches that I drove are the only stretches that still exist as city streets, there are many stretches of it that exist as alleys, what appear to be utility easements, and some also private driveways, which obviously I'm not going to be able to get there and film, but I should be able to at least stand, film like going the route, but I should be able to at least stand, from the property and get a nice image, where you can see down where the road used to be. And maybe at some point compile a video of what exists of it. Anyway, it was kind of fun watching it, and part of me really wants to see if I can maybe get into go down to like the state archives at the Arizona State Capitol, see if I can find some old maps and aerial photographs. They have that kind of stuff there. It's actually something I used to do quite often to pass the time when I was homeless shortly after my divorce. I would go to the law library and I went to a lot of libraries. let's face it, libraries are a popular place for the homeless. The homeless who can keep themselves looking presentable to hang out in the daytime, so they have a place to be and they can get some air conditioning. Hey, they're public places. As long as you're not bothering anybody and you're keeping some semblance of personal hygiene, you're welcome there. At least you should be. Anyway, I used to go to the Arizona State Archives Library, which is located in the State Capitol building. I used to go there a lot, and staff, the librarians, were super friendly with me, and every now and then they'd help me find some stuff, but a lot of times I just go exploring through it, and there are parts of it that kind of look like something out of a horror movie, because it's just really old and not a lot of people go there. Some of it, like it's dark and they have little motion sensors that provide a very, I wouldn't say inadequate, but certainly not a lot of light when somebody moves, and the rest of the time it turns dark. So that's kind of a spooky effect. Okay, I'm turning left at Main right now, and I didn't, where my phone's mounted, it didn't capture it, but directly behind me is the end of the light rail, as I thought. So this would be the Route 60. Once upon a time, actually the 60 is still a highway, and the US 60 still does exist, but it's been rerouted to the Superstition Freeway through Mesa. But it eventually, this rejoins. If you stay on this, it'll curve and turn into Apache. Actually, I turn into Apache Boulevard when you leave the city of Mesa, I believe. And once you get in the middle of Apache Junction, it'll curve to the right. And it's still Apache Boulevard, but as you head towards Gold Canyon, after a couple miles, it joins with the freeway and becomes the 60 again. But yeah, this is the old 60. A lot of it on this eastern end is, as you see, there's RV parks and RV lots, and these guys really cater to the snowbird crowd. In fact, this part of town is very popular with snowbirds. Yeah, lots of RVs for sale, RVs and RV lots for people who live in cooler climates but decide they don't want to be around the snow because they're retired, and they come down here. Oh, there's where. Oh, that's just called thrift stuff. Oh, thrift shop. There's a thrift shop in that strip mall I've never been to. Let's check that out someday. All right, I'm crossing Lindsay. Lindsay is kind of an interesting street because it is a major mile road, and it is a good through road through Mesa. But for whatever reason, it doesn't have an intersection with the 60 freeway, and it doesn't have an intersection with the 202 freeway. So it's a major thoroughfare that doesn't get you to the freeways. Anyway, I'm still driving the old route of the 60. What the hell was I talking about? I was talking about something worthwhile. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I was talking about how it would be entertaining to make a video once I learned some editing skills that kind of gives you a semblance of the journey through Randolph Road. And I've been thinking about going to the State Archives Library to see if I can find some archived maps, property maps, and then maybe also aerial photographs to see where it used to go, because I couldn't for the life of me figure out where it used to terminate. It appears like it used to end at the Indian School, which is exactly what it sounds like. It used to be the school for Native Americans. That's where they were forced to go to school in a time, a dark earlier time of segregation, to be taught English and how to be an American. Which I don't know. Now it's a public facility and it's a park, but it looks like that's where it used to go. And there was a time where that used to be kind of removed from the town, so that makes sense for there to be a road that went there. Going in the other direction, I can kind of see where it would have gone through where the airport is now. And then there's the Salt River there, so maybe it went through the riverbed. It's hard to say, but on the other side of the river, I can find a couple chunks of easement that look like it might have gone into Tempe. So I'm thinking maybe at one time that was a back road to Tempe. It may have been the road to Tempe. I don't know. I'm curious. The more I look at aerial photographs and look at the remnants of it, the more curious I get about it. Anyway, I am at Roosters, so you get to see another 2 miles of the old 60. I'm assuming Trey is in here doing karaoke right now. And Wings is on the radio, and yeah, I'm feeling this song. I think I'm going to go in and sing it.